Hey guys, this is Shan Whitaker, and in this video I want to review how to install PVC underground and pull wire through it. This slide talks about PVC, which is also known as polyvinyl chloride. Electrical PVC is gray in color and comes in size Schedule 80 and Schedule 40. Schedule 80 is thicker and is rated to be installed above ground, where with Schedule 40 it's only allowed to be installed below ground. Also, white PVC is for plumbing, and we are not allowed to use it. Over here we have some PVC. It comes in size 1/2 inch, 3/4, 1 inch and a quarter, 1.5, 2 inch, 2.5, 3 inch, and up. As you can see, Schedule 80 is about 1/4 inch thick, and Schedule 40 is about 1/8 of an inch thick. This is an expansion fitting. We install these as the PVC comes up out of the ground and it's heading up to the box or however we attach it. We have to install these because as the ground gets hotter and colder, it expands and contracts, and so the PVC will move, and this fitting allows it to move. This is a PVC coupling. We use it to connect PVC together. This is a PVC LB connector. We use it when we're coming up out of the ground and need to go into the house or the building without a junction box. This is a PVC 90-degree connector, a PVC 45-degree connector, a female adapter, a male adapter, and finally we have some PVC glue. We have some additional equipment used for underground conduit runs and wire pulls. We'll be talking about a shop vac and a conduit mouse or a plastic bag. We also have a string line, some wire lube, a rigid metal conduit long sweep 90 for longer runs, and a rigid metal conduit regular 90. We also have Gorilla brand duct tape, a stillfish tape, and mule tape that's rated for 2,500 pounds. Now that the trench is dug, it's time to install the PVC. You might be wondering if it matters which direction the PVC is installed in. The answer is yes. If you look at the image below, you can see that pulling the wire in the green arrow's direction avoids snagging thanks to the bell end smooth transition. Pulling the wire in the red arrow's direction can cause the wire to catch on the edge of the conduit. This increases friction and the risk of jamming. If the wire jams, you may need to pull the wire back out to redo the connection. So you can see what a pain it would be, and it's best to do it right the first time. In residential trenches, PVC conduit must be buried a minimum of 18 inches. This depth is measured from the ground surface to the top of the conduit, so that means all trenches must be about 20 inches deep. If the trench is over 150 feet and you're pulling in large wire, using a rigid metal conduit 90 will prevent the mule tape from burning a hole through the PVC and damaging the PVC. For trenches longer than 200 feet, installing a rigid metal conduit long sweep 90 will make the wire easier to pull. A metal 90 is only needed at the pulling end of the conduit, and only if you're pulling in large wire for a long distance. Once the conduit is installed, it's time to pull the wire. For long pulls, attach the string line to a conduit mouse or a plastic bag and use the shop vac to pull that through the conduit. After the string line is in place, tie the string line onto the mule tape and pull the mule tape back through the conduit. Then attach the mule tape to the wire and get ready to pull it through the conduit. For short conduit runs with small wire, push a fish tape through the conduit and use it to pull the wire. The main difference between overhead cables and underground cables lies in the ground and neutral wire. This is the one with the yellow stripe. In underground cables, the ground and neutral wire is always insulated, whereas with overhead cables, the ground and neutral wire must remain uninsulated. Type URD wire is otherwise known as underground residential distribution cable, comes in triplex and quadruplex, and it's rated for direct burial. However, it's recommended that we install them in conduit. When you install wire in conduit, it allows for easier maintenance, and if anything goes wrong, we can pull out the old wire and pull in a new wire. It's also worth noting that the term URD is not explicitly listed in the code book. Nonetheless, as long as the cable is insulated with RHH, RHW, or USE-2 insulation, it complies with the code book for underground use. This type of wire comes in quadruplex with 4 wires and triplex with 3 wires. If you were to order it, you would just list the size of the wires. So in this scenario, it's 1/0, 1/0, 1/0 because they're all the same size. Where in this scenario, it's 1/0, 1/0, 1/0, number 2 because this one is smaller than the others. This is a ladder pulley system. To use the ladder pulley system, start by positioning the ladder over the point where the conduit comes up out of the ground. Attach a pulley to the ladder to guide the wire. Once the mule tape is securely connected to the wire, thread it through the pulley and attach the other end to a truck or a pulling mechanism. Begin pulling the wire, ensuring that you have 2 people feeding the wire smoothly into the conduit and another person driving the truck while someone keeps an eye on the ladder and the mule tape to ensure everything remains aligned as it exits the pipe. If needed, adjust the ladder by moving it forward or turning it sideways and threading the mule tape through one of the ladder's rungs. This will help maintain a proper angle and tension during the pulling process. Longer wire pulls with larger wire, like 4/0 wire, I like to use the slip knot tying system. To do that, you tie the mule tape onto the wire and then you install a slip knot about every 6 inches. The way you do that is you turn the mule tape backwards and slide it over the wire and tighten it up. And turn the mule tape backwards and slide it over the wire and tighten it up. And you do this until you get to the end of the wire, and then you tape the entire thing with Gorilla duct tape so it'll be nice and sticky and hold. Thanks.